Good morning, sir.
Good morning, students. Today we will discuss important topics in business economics, that is law of demand. So the law of demand. So the meaning of law of demand, what it states that, so here the law of demand states that the amount demanded increases with a fall in price. That means when the price is low, with a fall in price. When the price is low, the demand of a product will increase. Okay. In the same way, diminishes. Here, what diminishes? The demand will diminishes. Demand diminishes when the price of the product increases. When the price of the product increases, the demand of the product will diminishes. So here, the law of demand here will explain the negative relationship between the price and the demand of a product. Price and demand of a product. Why? Because see here, when the price is low, demand of a product will be more. The demand of a product will be more. In the same way, when the price is high, the demand of a product will be low. The demand for the product will be low. Here we are studying two variables. One is price of a product, other one is demand of a product. Two variables we are studying. So here, if one variable is decreasing, other variable is increasing. So this is a negative relationship. So if two variables are going in opposite direction, here price is decreasing, demand is increasing. So if two variables are going in opposite direction, that means so there is a negative relationship between these two variables. So here, in between the price of a product, in between the price of a product and demand of a product, so there is a negative relationship. When the price is low, the demand of a product will be high. When the price is high, the demand of a product will be low. So like that, there is a negative relationship that is explained by law of demand. So here, law of demand states that the amount of demand will increase with a fall in price. When the price is falling, the demand of a product will increase. In the same way, the demand of a product will diminishes. So when the price of a product is increasing. So when other things being constant, here there are various factors that will determine the demand of a product. So those other things, that means here we are studying the relationship between the price and demand of a product. But here demand of a product that can be determined by various other factors like income of a consumer, price of related goods, other one is taste and preference of consumer. So like that, these are the other important factors that will determine the demand of a product. When you study the relationship between the price and demand, so we should assume that all other factors which are determine the demand of a product, so all these factors are constant. Means the income of a consumer is constant. That means there is no change in income of a consumer, and also price of related goods also there is no change in price of related goods. In the same way, we should assume that the taste and preference of a consumer is also constant. So there is no change in the taste and preference of a consumer. So other factors are, that is the other things being constant. When we are studying the relationship between the price and demand of a product, so other determinants, other factors which are deciding the demand of a product, we should assume that all other factors are constant. Constant means there is no change in other factors. Okay, so like that, here the law of demand states a negative relationship between the price of a product and demand of a product. So if other so when other things are constant, that means when there is no change in the other factors of a demand. So law of demand explains the negative relationship. So that can be explained by the table. So here in this table we can see that when the price is 1 rupee, the quantity demanded of a product is 50 units. How many units? So here quantity demanded, it is taken in units. So here when the price is 1 rupee, a consumer is buying 50 units. 50 units. So when the price is 2 rupees, whatever the quantity he is buying, that is decreasing. When the price is 2 rupees, he is buying only 40 units. Like that, when the prices keep on increasing, whatever the quantity demanded by the consumer, that is keep on decreasing. When the price is increasing, so whatever the quantity demanded by a consumer, that is keep on decreasing. So like that, so here the quantity demanded is decreasing. So like that, from the below, if you study, when the price of a product is keep on decreasing from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So from the below, if you study, so when the price is decreasing, so the demand of a product is increasing 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Like that, so there is a inverse relationship between the price of a product and quantity demanded of a product. So like that can be shown in the table. So whatever the table we have done, so that can be shown in the diagram also. So here when the price is 1 rupee, the demand of a product is 50 units. So always in the diagram, so this is the y-axis, that is the x-axis. So this is the origin. So always the price should be taken on y-axis and the quantity demanded we should take always on the x-axis. So the units of demand we have taken 10 units, 20 units, 30 units, 40 units, 50 units on x-axis, and the price of the product we have taken on the y-axis, 1 rupee, 2 rupee, 3 rupees, like that we are taking. So when the price is 1 rupee, the demand of a product is 50 units. So when the price is 1 rupee, the demand is 50 units. So there we should notice the point. In the same way, when the price is 2 rupees, the demand of a product is 40 units. When the price is 2, the demand of a product is 40 units. Like that we should notice the point on the diagram. Like that, when the price is 3 rupees, the demand of product is 30 units. When the price is 3, demand is 30 units. Okay, like that, when the price is 4 rupees, the demand of a product is 20 units. When the price is 4, demand is 20 units. Like that, when the price is 5 rupees, the demand of a product is 10 units. When the price is 5, the demand of a product is 10 units. Okay. So if you intersect all the points, so you will get a demand curve. You will get a demand curve. Okay, if you see the demand curve, the nature of the demand curve here is it is sloping downwards from left side to right side. The nature of demand curve is sloping downwards from left side to right side. From the left side to the right side, it is sloping downwards. So that is the nature of the demand curve. So sloping downwards from left to right. So that is the nature of demand curve. So here the law of demand, whatever the statement given by the Alfred Marshall. So this is the statement given by Alfred Marshall. So this statement that can be shown in the table, and the same table can be explained with the help of diagram also. So finally we can see the nature of the demand curve, that is sloping downwards from left side to right side. That is the nature of demand curve. So but here there are some exceptions to the law of demand. Exceptions to the law of demand. Exceptions means, so there are some cases where this law doesn't apply. This law doesn't apply. So there are the cases they found, the various economists, they found out so many cases that where the law of demand is not applying. So this law says that when the price is low, the demand of a product will be high. When the price is high, the demand of a product will be low. So that is given by the law of demand. But this, whatever the statement given by the law, so this law doesn't apply in some cases. So one is given goods. Given goods means necessary goods. Necessary goods. So necessary goods. So So given is the name of a person. He is a British economist. He found out that in Britain what happened. So in Britain what happened? The bread price is increased in Britain comparing to meat price. So the meat in Britain what happened? Meat price was low. Meat price was low. The bread price is increased. So increased. Bread price was high. So Giffen is the one economist. He found out a exception to this law. In Britain, what happened? So in Britain, the workers they use bread is their daily eatable item. In Britain, to the workers, bread is the daily eatable item. So in Britain, what happened? The bread price is increased. So bread price was at a high price, but the meat price was very low. So though the meat price was low, the workers they prefer to buy the bread price only. Why? Because as it is a necessary item, as it is a necessary daily food item, so they prefer to buy the bread only instead of in reference to meat. Comparing to meat, they give preference to the bread only, though the prices of bread was high in Britain. So, as per this law, what should happen? When the price is high, the demand should be low. But what happened in this case? Though the price is high, the demand for the bread was very high in Britain. The workers they used to buy the bread only, though the prices was high, as it is a necessary item. So this is the exception that was found out by the name of the person is Giffen. He is a British economist. He found out this item. Okay, so in this case, the law of demand is not applying. Okay, the next one is Veblen goods. So Veblen is the another economist. Veblen is the name of the economist. So Veblen is the other economist. He found out the another case where this law doesn't apply. Generally, the prices of gold and diamond will be very high. The prices of gold and diamonds will be very high. When the price is high, as per this law, what should happen? When the price is high, the demand should be low. But here, though the prices are high for the gold and diamonds, the demand for this gold and diamond will be very high. Why? Because gold and diamond are the prestigious goods. So many people they feel it is as a prestige. Wearing the gold and diamonds, they feel as a prestige because of prestige purpose. So though the prices were high for these items, so the consumers they buy these items, gold and diamonds. Here also this law is not applying. When the price is high, the demand should be low. But here in this case, though the prices are very high, so still the demand for these products is high in the market. Why? Because the people feel that these items are the prestige. They feel that gold and diamonds as a prestige. So though the prices are high, the people are keep on buying these items. So here also the law doesn't apply. The next one is future expectations. Future expectations. So in case of future expectations, let us suppose the price of a product is already 50 rupees. Already 50 rupees now. So it is a high price. General price of a product is 30 rupees. General price of a product is 30 rupees. Generally, the price of a product is 30 rupees always, but the price of a product became 50 rupees. And consumers, they came to know that this 50 rupees will, in future, it is going to become 80 rupees also. It is going to become 80 rupees also. Here, already 50 rupees is a high price. And consumers, they feel that this 50 rupees is going to increase further in the future also. In this case also, when they feel, in this case, though the price 50 rupees is a high price, the consumers will buy at a high price. Why? Because if the consumers if they come to know that the future prices are going to increase further, so though the prices are high, they will buy the products. So in this case also, this law of demand doesn't apply. So here the normal price of a product is 30 rupees, but that became 50, and the consumers still they feel that this price is going to increase further. When the prices are going to increase further in the future, so though at the high prices also, the consumers will buy the product. So that is also one exception to this law of demand. So other exception is consumers ignorance. Consumer ignorance. Here, when the consumers don't have any doesn't have the knowledge about the prices of the products. Prices of the product. So if they don't have any knowledge about the prices of a product, what will happen? Sometimes they will buy the products at a high price. They will buy more quantity at a high price if they don't have any knowledge about the product prices. So that is also one exception to this law of demand. So the last one is situation of crisis. Situation of crisis. So sometimes what will happen in case of natural calamities like floods and earthquakes, what will happen? So there won't be the necessary goods cannot be supplied to those areas. In those cases, what will happen? So the people have to pay high prices for the necessary items. Like in crisis situations, what will happen? So for the milk and their daily food items, they have to pay high prices. In case of crisis, because of the as there won't be any transport facility during the crisis, so for the necessary items, so they have to pay high prices. For the milk and other food items, they have to pay high prices during the floods and earthquakes. So that is also one exception to this law of demand. So this is that are the exceptions. So this is the one important topic in business economics. So that is the law of demand. So this law states that when the price is low, the demand of a product will be high. When the price is high, the demand of a product will be low. So here we study the relationship between the price and demand of a product, and we assume that other factors are constant. So there are other factors that will also decide the demand of a product. We should assume that all other factors are constant, and we study the relationship between the price and demand. So here law of demand explains the negative relationship between the price and demand of a product. So that can be shown in the table, and that can be explained with the help of diagram also. So but to this law there are some exceptions. Exceptions means where this law doesn't apply. So that are the 5 cases where this law doesn't apply. Okay, so this is the one important topic in business economics.